Okay.
But the whole like
We're getting weird.
the daddy thing, right, is kind of, I guess you could say, accepted,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like women be like,
Oh, daddy.
oh,
Yeah.
Twister made a whole song about it.
Yeah.
She needs a daddy.
Yeah.
Looking for a daddy.
Yeah.
Can't say mommy. Gets weird if you say mommy. Or if you
Gets a
say,
little-
like New York guys, you say ma.
Yeah.
That was okay.
Yeah.
But that was like a late 90s, 2000s thing.
Yeah.
Nobody says mommy.
No. Like
Yeah, mommy.
all the
mommy.
I work around a lot of Puerto Ricans, and it's all Papi.
Papi. Yeah, that's
Papi.
cool, though. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I
get
know,
that.
but
they don't say mom.
they don't say mommy.
I don't know. Actually, I would say within like
mamacita.
I would say like Spanish people like I mommy. Like, I think that's actually
maybe,
a little more accepted.
Maybe in this, but it's definitely not in American
it's
culture.
not mainstream.
Not mainstream American culture. It's not.
Like call her
mommy.
daddy
Ooh, mommy.
to the podcast.
It just sounds weird.
It sounds weird, right?
Ooh, mommy.
Like, what do you got a fucking mommy complex?
Mommy
What, you
fetish?
have a
What
fucking
kind of
daddy
weird-
complex?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Wait. Why? How is that okay?
Call him mommy. Like if you did something
call,
like that.
Yeah.
Sounds
Call,
fucked up,
call
right?
her mommy.
Call her daddy is
Yeah,
like it's widely acceptable. Apparently.
Obviously, super popular podcast. Way
Like,
more,
what do you think a woman would?
I mean, almost as popular as ours.
I've never done this with my wife or anything.
Call her mommy.
Yeah, but what? Like, how do you think a woman? Like, all right, so say it's a woman that likes to call you daddy a lot, or not us daddy, but like you people out there. So if
people
you
out there
have
in
a girl
podcast
that
land.
likes to call you daddy, what do you think she'd do if you called her mommy?
Let's see.
Hit us in the group chat, or not the group chat, but the chat,
chat
comment section.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Mommy acceptable as much as daddy in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh, mommy.
Hi, mommy. See, if you did it like that, it's fine.
Yeah,
Just like if she, called you Poppy. That's the only way I let Stephanie call me anything like that.
Is Poppy?
She's got to call me Poppy.
Yeah.
And that's okay for some reason. Probably because my kids never said Poppy.
No. Yeah, Poppy's not. I was just dad, and we've talked about it a lot. Or and once they hit their teenage years, occasionally it's Mark to a third party.
Your kids do.
To a third party, usually not to me.
When they get salty, it's Mark.
It's to you.
It's to me. Yeah.
It's not to me.
Look,
It's like they don't
Mark
call me Mark.
thinks that, and I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah, Mark's
Don't call
telling
your
me.
father Mark.
It's like, guys. Yeah.
Oh, shout out to
Nick Sprayberry,
Nick Sprayberry and Ashley Sprayberry
on their
baby girl. 18th kid. They're on 18 kids.
baby girl
That
now?
was supposed to be a boy.
Yeah, that's wild.
They found out at birth and they're like, no, shit, we got it wrong.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often anymore, does it?
I don't think so.
Like
I don't think,
they usually don't get it wrong.
but it's usually like that, right? It's usually they thought it was a boy and it turns out to be a girl. It's never the other way around. Unless you're Jeff. Because little dick. Get it? He said he had a little dick. That's what he said. I didn't say it. He said he's, the old 2 inches at 40 miles an hour thing. That's what he says.
I know.
Or 100 miles an hour. Which I've never really understood that. They're like,
No.
wouldn't that just hurt?
Yeah, it's just friction.
Yeah, it's just friction.
Yeah,
that goes
just
nowhere.
Starting a fire.
Yeah.
You're trying to start a fire? You
Start firing
get
her
an
pussy.
ember going? No.
No. But anyways, shout out to them on their brand new baby girl.
Yep.
Shout out to Lacey, brand new baby boy. Got a lot of babies in the gym.
A lot of babies.
A lot of babies
All
in
the
the gym.
babies.
Baby boy. Frank Lucas is his name.
Frank Lucas.
Shout out to Denzel Washington, who played the character Frank Lucas, drug kingpin of New York City back in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, real guy.
Real guy. Yeah. Well, but to be fair, I think they call him Franklin Lucas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Franklin.
But also a character from GTA 5.
God, don't do that to
Franklin Clinton.
Franklin's such a formal name. Like
It's like Edward.
very formal.
I got a buddy of mine, and every time he gets around like new women, when he's married now, but back in the day, he would they'd be like I'm like, hey, this is my buddy. He'd be like, Edward. I'm like, fucking Edward, huh?
Oh, Edward.
You've been Ed for 15 years. Where the hell Edward come from? Yeah.
Oh, Eddie.
That's how we're living.
Oh, Eddie. Okay, so there's been something that was a couple weeks ago. Oh. A couple weeks ago was really hot and heavy, and we didn't cover it here on CRJ for whatever reason. I'm not sure why.
We had a lot of catching up to do.
We had
because
so
Jeff
much
kept
catching up to do.
Missing podcasts.
Jeff kept missing podcasts.
We had to do horseshoe recap. We had pre and post ADCC.
Yeah, we had a lot. We've had a lot to catch up to.
Since coming back from the horseshoe hookers trip, we have had a lot.
Yeah, so we're just catching up to a lot of these current event things and things that have been hot in the world. So there was something, and I'm still seeing some of it a little bit here and there. It definitely has petered off a little bit.
Petered off?
Yeah, petered off. Yeah, shout out.
That's a term?
Petered off, yeah.
I think I'm going to go Peter off for a little while. Peter, off my Peter. I'm a little off my Peter today.
Off your petered.
Can I say that and it'd be okay? I'm off my Peter?
No.
Fresh off the Peter. That is a title for you.
Speaking of Jeff, fresh off the Peter.
Jeff, back in the studio, fresh off the Peter.
That we will definitely, if he ever returns, that's how we will reintroduce him to the podcast.
El Spanky, fresh off the Peter.
Fresh off the Peter. But
sorry.
But it was the conversation, could 100 adult humans beat a gorilla, a full-grown silverback gorilla with no weapons, just 100 humans. Okay. And I had a take, and I want to hear your take. And then I went to ChatGPT, and it gave me some data to like confirm or refute.
So, and to be fair, like right before all that, like we need data on us too.
Yeah,
okay.
I have it.
Okay,
I have it
because I want to know how much. Okay, good.
I have it. So, Kyle,
like how many pounds of pressure?
What is your take on?
Okay,
the
so
whole, like 100 random adult males beating a gorilla.
Just other people, not me.
Random adult males first. Let's start there.
Okay. Ooh. Like okay, so I hadn't really gone that. All right, so I think it would take absolutely every bit of 100 of regular like males that even if they were 200 pounds, right?
Yeah,
so
just average 185,
185,
5'11", 185.
Regular dudes.
Yeah, regular dudes.
Probably gonna like
in their mid 30s.
They're I think 100 would do it. Yeah, I think you're gonna use them like pawns, which is kind of translates to what I would do for a bunch of me. You're gonna have to sacrifice 60, 70 of them, and you're gonna have to count on the last 30 or 25 to 30 to finish the job.
Yeah,
and it's just like weight and pressure,
right?
And then you have to strategically try to like disassemble the gorilla.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Even if you got to start at the fingers and toes,
right?
Like if it takes 20 of you just to start breaking those things,
break a bone,
eyes, like you got to be able, like if I take two regular dudes and I can just like push them ahead,
right?
And and then I can try to get on something, and maybe I get to one thing, and then he gets me,
and then he gets you,
and then I just repeat that
rinse
process,
and repeat
4 or 5 at a time. It's just prison shit.
Okay. I think I won initially. I thought absolutely that I think they're overvaluing the gorilla. I mean, because they're big and they are strong, but they're not like they're not
like how many? That's
a fully grown male silverback gorilla can weigh between 300 and 500 pounds.
Right.
Okay. So 100 men is absolutely. So let's go to ChatGPT and let's talk through this.
That's 18,000 pounds.
Yeah.
18,500 at one, roughly 18,000 pounds if they're 180 to 200 pounds.
Yeah, 18,000 to 500.
So what is that? That's how many tons is that?
I don't know.
It's like what, 6 tons?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I guess. I don't know.
Whatever. It's roughly.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you can take that and like compare it to like a car. Yeah. Like I take a car's worth of weight and put it on the gorilla here.
Yeah.
He mangles that to death, then I take another car.
Yeah. If I drive a
It takes some tactics, people.
If I drive a Geo Metro at a gorilla at 50 miles an hour and hit it, it's going to kill it still because it's still flesh and bone.
Right. That's right.
So I
need context also to this gorilla fight.
Okay, so
that was part of my debate too.
I went to ChatGPT.
Okay.
And I told ChatGPT to use all its resources, and in all of its resources, would 100 adult human men be able to defeat a gorilla? And it said, with access to all relevant research and logic, yes, 100 adult human men could almost certainly defeat a gorilla, but with important caveats, and I asked it to give its reasoning. Strength comparison: a fully grown silverback gorilla can weigh up to 500 pounds and is 4 to 9 times stronger than the average adult male. So it's only 9 times stronger. Now that's a lot, but it's only 9.
So really, one person equals 10.
Right.
So every 10 people is you count like one.
The strength of one gorilla.
One gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has incredible grip strength, estimated up to 2,000 psi, and can deliver bone-breaking blows. Gorillas also have powerful jaws and canine teeth that can inflict serious injury.
Oh, that's the other thing. You could T-Rex him like King Kong did that T-Rex.
Oh,
just rip his shit in half.
Jaws open. Yeah, it'd be tough. The human numbers advantage. 100 humans represents exactly what you said, over 15,000 pounds of mass.
Boom.
Assuming, they assumed 170 pounds per person.
Right.
Even if only 10% are strong and coordinated enough to actively engage, while the rest support. Like by support, it just means holding limbs. That's still 10 people per limb.
Yeah.
And then with coordination and sheer numbers, the humans could overwhelm the gorilla through attrition, similar to large groups of predators like wolves take down bigger animals.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. They even gave some real world parallels, some military things,
Yeah, you get onto tactics.
all the tactic stuff. Conditions matter.
Yeah. So I had questions about conditions like, are you in like a closed off, like small quarters,
right,
where the gorilla can kind of like hit you with the hot gates, like 300 style?
Yeah.
Or is it like an open field where the gorilla can just run around like a gorilla and fuck you all up?
It said if the 100 men were untrained, unarmed, and disorganized, there would be significant injuries and deaths, but they'd still likely prevail. So even if you get the dumbest of the untrained, uncoordinated men,
just a bunch of James
they'd still prevail. Yeah, but just by sheer force of numbers. But it said if the men were strategically organized, and the fight could be over really quickly with minimal casualties, using formation, tackles, even if just using the environment around them. Okay. So yes. So then I'd said, okay, reassess the question, change all the humans to be 6'4", 300 pounds, very active 45-year-old, skilled in hand-to-hand combat. How many of those would it take to defeat a gorilla? Me. In case you didn't know, I'm talking about me. Me. Okay? 45 years old, 6'4", 300 pounds, black belt in jiu-jitsu, very skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Okay. ChatGPT fluffed me up a little bit. It says, now we're talking about a highly capable combatant. Dang right you are, ChatGPT. Yes, you are. He said, they fluffing me up a little bit here, Kyle.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it's very nice of them.
They knew you were talking about you.
They did.
They're like,
absolutely.
This motherfucker's
talking about himself. So then they said 6'4", 300 pounds. These are very large, powerful individuals. Think
Word.
They said think NFL lineman or
big old dick
or elite strongman, except Jeff, who's 2 inches and 100 miles an hour apparently. So think NFL lineman, and that fits.
No, yeah,
that's right where I'm at.
Yeah, you got 40 of you just dipping at a gorilla.
Just wait.
Just dipping, just choo.
45-year-old and very active, still in their prime for strength and endurance and years of training behind them. Absolutely. Skilled in hand-to-hand combat. Changes everything. They know how to work as a unit, control limbs, and exploit weaknesses. Okay? So the estimated, given the skill, size, and coordination of these men, we estimate that it would only take 4 to 6 of these men to defeat a gorilla.
I overshot mine
in hand-to-hand combat.
I thought maybe I undershot it.
A group of 3 or 4 men like this would weigh over 1,000 pounds and be strong enough to pin and restrict the gorilla if they're applied tactically.
I don't know. I think they're a little off.
I think they're underselling the gorilla.
No, yeah, I think on so because I think it's again like you have to just account for casualties because gorillas do wild shit. They just reach and grab your face.
But I'm going to point with you with my old man glasses.
Okay,
but Kyle,
yes, so. Oh Jesus Christ!
But Kyle, I think when you look at it like that, say it's not the biggest silverback, so say it's a 400-pound silverback.
Mm-hmm. See, I base mine off of the biggest one they could have.
Okay, so even say it's a 500-pound silverback that's 9 times stronger than me. Mm-hmm. I am probably 9 times stronger than a 12-year-old. Right? Okay.
You think
6 12-year-olds?
6 12-year-olds is taking you out?
Probably not.
There you go.
Probably
You're going to take one of the 12-year-olds and beat the rest
others
of them with one.
But they're not. They're dumb too. 12-year-olds are dumb.
I don't care if they were capable. If you had 6 midgets.
Oh yeah, I'd be scared of 6 midgets.
Shitting me. Ain't no 10 midgets ain't taking me out. I will fuck up some midgets.
I don't know, bro.
Fuck that. I ain't getting taken out by midgets. They ain't got weapons.
I think 10 midgets can take you out, bro.
I don't know why I'm so offended by that, but I just refuse to be taken out that way.
10 midgets are taking you out.
Okay. Okay.
I think they are.
Okay. I will.
I think they are.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, line them up.
So it goes on to say,
I'll stack me some midgets the fuck up.
It goes on to say that these are not your average guys. They could literally tank a few blows and still operate.
Oh no!
I could eat a blow.
A gorilla, dude. That's not realistic.
If it doesn't, as long as it's not in my head, like if it doesn't aim in the head.
What if he hits you in the collarbone?
Okay, so a kick is super strong. So somebody super strong kicks me in the shoulder. I could tank that.
I think gorillas are different, bro.
I could tank it. And it's knowing how to work as a unit, right? Black belts, so 6 black belts.
I agree with all of that.
One distracts, a couple holds the limbs, and one goes for the choke. And that's exactly what it says.
All those tactics I agree with.
One get the choke.
I just think you want to probably triple those numbers. So what I had it at was pretty similar, all the same stuff, except I'm not 6. You know, I'm not.
And it goes on.
I'm like 6'2", whatever. But I had kind of similar tactics and all, except I had it figured at like 25. I started at 10. Mm-hmm. So and then I thought about it, and I was like, 10 might not be enough. So I shot it to 25. I thought about it in units of 5, 5, 5, 5. Right. So you know, and the first 10 I'd be willing to sacrifice. Just pure sacrifice, like pawns.
Yeah, and then you have to think physicality too. Like the gorilla can't just keep doing this forever.
And
they don't have infinite strength.
They're gonna blitz him. And look, I mean, I'm leaving room for fluff here. Like maybe he doesn't take out the whole 10, and then we're systematically trying to break him down, take out his sight, take out legs and hands, you know, arms, all that kind of stuff, and then the last. 10 or 15, they finish the job. Because, man, have you seen gorillas fight? Like, that's what I'm saying. Also, it matters if it's in, like, an open field or if it's in, like, a confined space. Where you can... Because now we got to run them down. Now we're all getting gassed.
Right.
Like,
a
bunch of us...
I'm not chasing
A bunch of us...
I'm not chasing
We're all getting gassed.
I'm going to slowly, casually
So now I need 10 that are going to be so gassed by the time they get him, like, cornered that they're probably going to die. They need the next 10 to come up and be like ready to take them down, and then the last 5 take them out.
They do say, and I think the ChatGPT is fluffing me up a little bit because it does say in the caveat that a single bite or swing from a gorilla could kill or maim even these men.
Yeah.
But they say to wrap it all up, but a controlled, planned engagement, 6 max, and they say 4 with luck and precision could take down a gorilla. So they're saying if with everything goes perfect, 4.
Yeah, see, they don't,
Everything could go,
but
if everything went perfect, it couldn't, especially but they said 6.
Especially with a gorilla fight.
6.
I love how we're just talking about just maiming, like fucking up an
beating up some gorilla.
Just a fucking,
Yeah. Yeah, what'd that gorilla ever do to us? R.I.P. Harambe. Yeah. So how many you out there in podcast land, how many of you do you think it would take? Ask ChatGPT. Be honest and truthful about your abilities.
Yeah, because 25 of me.
Because
be honest about your abilities.
It would definitely be different. Like it'd be different if I said, if I put the person in there as a 170-pound white belt.
Yeah,
right?
I'm 25 of me, still 7,000 pounds.
That's a ton. I mean, quite literally, way more than a ton. But figuratively, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I could put 2,000 pounds over here, 2,000 pounds over there. Just divide everybody up in weight.
500 pounds is all the gorilla weighs.
Yeah.
A gorilla weighs less than you and I combined.
Can they not weigh up to 800? Why did I have 800?
It says 500, 350 to 500.
Still a lot of weight.
That's still big.
Yeah, but they can literally they can grab your shit and just remove it. That's real. They can just grab it. Like, how many pounds of pressure in their grips?
Up to 2,000.
That's 2,000 pounds just crushing shit.
It's
when
like
they grab it.
it's like a dog bite. It's like the force of a dog bite, though.
And that's him moving around.
Just hands.
Just
yeah.
You know.
But if all of us get
and
to
look,
the
first
time,
5 of mine might they might be a little hesitant. I'm not gonna lie. He starts getting all gorillaed up. Like, I might have another 5 that's gonna start running with him and biting, beating our chest. But I gotta figure there's gonna be at least maybe 5 of them that we're gonna have to push them forward.
It's like, hey, you gotta go.
Go. Sacrifice.
Yeah, maybe.
But
it's a good thought exercise. I enjoyed kind of thinking through it.
But the midget thing, that's the next one I want to know. Is how many midgets it would take to take
beat
you out.
up? I mean, I think
they don't get weapons, bro.
I think 10. I think 10.
Getting taken out by no 10 midgets.
I think 10 midgets are getting you.
Taken out by 10 midgets.
Me
they gotta
too.
get me on the floor to take me out.
Yeah, all it takes is a couple on your legs, then you can't move around.
I will stack up some midgets, dude. When they start running at me, and then I'll get all I need is the first one.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna beat the rest of them to death with the one.
Some midgets are dense too. Them little jokers are thick.
It's like throwing around a sandbag. I'll train for it. I'll grab a
bunch of half-size sandbags, just
like,
tossing them.
How much? That one's like what, 150? Right, as long as I can swing 150 around. Why is Jeff confused?
I don't know.
He says he's confused.
I don't know why he's confused.
Jeff says he's confused.
Yeah, he's probably confused at the hat on the microphone pick. That's probably what he's confused on. I don't know.
But why, Jeff?
Rip off the pasties, Jeff, right now. I have post-pasty clarity.
Oh, you also asked him about the pink cocaine, so he probably is confused.
Oh, the pink cocaine. Yeah, that probably got him. It was the
answers.
Yeah. So what are some other things that have happened in the past? Oh, yeah. The past couple weeks, we've got a new pope.
They did finally. I guess the Da Vinci Code was solved.
Yeah, an American pope.
Oh,
we have an American pope.
I don't know all the different tiers.
No, he's from America. He's from Chicago.
Oh, my bad.
He's not like It's not like a classification. No, he's the first pope ever from America.
That's weird.
El Spanky. Yeah, it's kind of.
He's now El Spanky.
Yeah, I know. Yes,
he's El Spanky now.
Yeah, American born. His real name is Robert Prevost.
They got a Bobby,
but now he's Pope Leo the 14th because they changed their name.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
I thought these were their real names.
No, he's now Pope Leo the 14th. Changes the name.
That's a little sketchy that they changed the name.
Well, yeah, but
because if you've molested a bunch of boys,
because the reason they changed their name is because they believe the Pope is literally almost deity, almost godlike. So he's no longer Robert Prevost.
So if Robert had molested a bunch of little choir boys, then
Pope Leo the 14th hasn't.
No, well, there you go.
Robert from Chicago probably did, from the south side. He probably diddled a little bit here and there. Oh, Robbie. Yeah. Robbie probably diddled.
I don't know. I can't get behind the whole Catholic thing.
It's weird.
Well, it's just there's so many of they hit all those priests.
Yeah.
They just moved them around and hit them. They did them like
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms, black belts. Yeah,
they just move them around. They're like, ooh, we're going to send you to a different country.
Yeah, it's like Fight Sports said, hey, we got all these black belts that have touched kids. How's anyone handled that in the past?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how many rapes do you think Herbert Santos got away with before he got caught?
Yeah, and one of the Catholics in the group said, hey, I know someone that has some experience in this. Let's go talk to the priest. And they said, oh, listen, just shuffle them around, let them pop up somewhere else, change their name.
Oh, I bet Catholicism's really big in Brazil,
or probably South America.
What's the giant Jesus statue?
Yeah,
Was that a Catholic thing?
I think so.
There you go.
I think so.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we've got an American pope, American-born pope now.
That's a weird little side quest on the
Yeah,
American Pope.
American Pope.
You can't mention American popes without mentioning like child molesters.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's something that the Catholic Church really needs to talk about and take a hard stance on. I think they need to move forward if they want to move forward without having that stigma on them like that.
Yeah, they've had so many,
and they just won't.
There's so many.
They just won't.
No,
they just won't do it. They just
like-
won't do it. No.
Yeah. Well,
No. Also, just for you guys keeping score at home, we have gotten no pictures of pink cocaine from the last episode. Still no pictures of pink cocaine.
there were pictures requested of the El Jefe.
Yeah.
You know, at least if he's in the field.
Ask him to send us a selfie. Say, send us a selfie. See if we can actually get any kind of reaction out of him. Some other weirdness going on, Kyle, in the world. The Chinese space station, Tiangong is the name of the Chinese space station.
Sorry, I don't know why I found that funny, but I thought you were joking, but apparently it's
No,
real.
Chinese space station. They he doesn't know what pink cocaine is. That's why he's confused. Yeah, he's not that deep yet. He's not that deep into the.
It's cocaine that's pink. What the fuck? This isn't a riddle.
He thought it's some like code for something.
Code for something else.
Yeah.
Wait, are y'all in trouble?
The old pink cocaine. Would you come, Jeff? Would you?
What do you mean come? I don't think the pink cocaine made. What if the pink cocaine just made you come? What if that's what the pink cocaine did? They said it was like really prominent in Diddy parties. Like you just and it just busts a
That's so terrible. Why would you want that in your life?
Why would you not?
Why would you want it?
What? Why would you not? You could instantly come if you just snort this cocaine right now.
I don't want that to instantly happen. I don't want that just to be a knee-jerk response, like some kind of just like, there it is.
Like apparently, I don't know, but apparently, like good cocaine, you'll kind of get almost like a gag because it just like you'll allegedly like you'll and then you'll like is it just it's just that that good.
But the pink stuff.
But the pink stuff would be like that, but you should be like, fuck.
Post nut clarity.
Get another.
All of a
Oh,
sudden.
you'd have so many people
So
OD.
much post nut clarity.
But no, you'd have to go back. Yeah,
It's
maybe.
like, oh, well, hey, that makes so much sense now.
Shit.
I'm
Like, look,
losing
man,
it.
before you go on this date with this girl, hit that pink cocaine.
Hit that pink cocaine. Jeff, before you go, put your pasties on one more time. Hit the pink cocaine.
So many people with OD just busting nuts.
Yeah, see, this is what happens when we try to talk serious about things that are actually happening in the world. We end up down the pink cocaine, busting a nut rabbit hole.
Just saying, man.
So the Chinese space station,
Oh, sorry.
Tiangong, they have found a bacteria unknown to science
Oh, I did see this.
on the space station.
What the fuck? Speaking of busting a nut and cocaine, is it like an STD? Alien STDs?
Pink cocaine. It's like green cocaine.
In air. Well, what if it's a good bacteria? Are there good bacteria?
Yeah, there are good bacteria.
it
Like
just
the good
solved
gut bacteria
What,
is
that alien probiotic.
that ate cancer. Like it was a bacteria that just ate. All it did was eat. That's how what it did is it ate cancer.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. But what are the odds that the Chinese are the ones that find that? That's the bacteria they find.
Oh no!
In there.
This is gonna be a Wuhan thing.
It's going to be, remember the last one?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the COVID thing,
COVID, yeah.
the whole pandemic.
World shutdown. Yeah. Where we definitely did not train jujitsu down the street while all that was happening. We trained so much. We didn't even put stuff over the windows like a lot of people.
We know all the cops.
Yeah.
We were like, they're gonna.
Some of them were training with us.
Like, oh, sorry, we didn't know we couldn't be lived in the land of the free over here.
Yeah,
My bad.
Can't do
Sorry, Stalin.
things.
My bad.
So glad I didn't live in New York or
Sorry,
California during all that. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, it was. We were in a whole other world.
It was.
Yeah.
And
There was all shit that was just in a whole nother world. Atlanta was totally different.
I traveled some during all that for work, and I would go to, I flew, so flying you had to wear a mask all the time. You couldn't take your mask off. And then once you get to these other parts of the country, it's like, and then you come home and it's like, no one wears a mask. Like everything's
Like,
fine.
how is this
here.
possible?
Everything's fine.
Yeah, what are these
Why
people-
are
what is
you having
everybody
all this
doing?
trouble over here when everything's fine here?
You see the people that are like, all right, if I see an old person wearing a mask, I don't see that as any different before the pandemic.
No,
Because I
right.
used to see that all the time.
Yep.
Like, you know,
Yep.
but if I see just a there was one dude at ADCC, a hefty boy,
Yes,
that
I
was
saw him.
wearing a fucking mask.
I saw him.
I was like, buddy, you're about to go sweat in each other's face.
Yeah,
You're about to be on a mat full of other people that just sweated all over each other's face right before you.
with an accumulation of sweat from all day on that same mat,
On
and
that
you're
same
going to
mat.
rub your face on that mat.
and we're all shoulder to shoulder walking through this bitch. What is your mask gonna do?
Nothing. So
Or
stupid.
the people that would have it and just over their mouth, just for like protocol.
Just look down.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Just because I got to have it on.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the thing that people enforcing it. Like, you could literally just have it.
have it on
Like,
your
I have
face.
my mask now.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Remember the Atlanta Open during that?
Yes.
And the cop that got on the mic?
Mm-hmm.
If everybody doesn't put their mask on right now, we're shutting this thing down. Everybody just sat there and looked. And we're like, yeah. Okay. Land of the free.
Jeff sent a selfie.
Yeah. What a faggot. That's not him.
He's distracted on the
you did-
cocaine.
yeah, I see
He's
what
distracted.
I see what you did there.
Oh, I got my group chats mixed up. That was Dave sent that picture that I just showed out to everybody. in the horseshoe group chat. Yeah, sorry. All right. What else is going on? Oh, can you selfie, Jeff? Quit getting distracted by the pink cocaine. The the White House, Kyle, let young reporters into the press room this past week.
Young reporter?
Yeah, like kid reporters
Oh.
into the press room and let them ask questions.
Was it better than the actual reporters?
Some was, and there was a moment of real clarity there though, that everyone kind of chuckled and okay. So what happened was one of these youth reporters asked our press secretary, who is President Trump's favorite president if he couldn't pick himself? And the press secretary laughs and says, well, he'd probably pick himself. and then like everybody laughs. She laughs. Everybody laughs. And it's one of those moments where it's like, you know, that's right. He absolutely would say, and it's like everybody's in on the joke. Just for that moment, everybody's in on the joke. And then she said, probably George Washington. You know, just
Kids.
safe. You know, they know who he is.
Lincoln.
You know, yeah. But it's like everybody's in on the skit of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know, everybody knows. We all know. We all know it's a shtick.
No, I think everybody's kind of gotten past it.
We know it's his thing.
Yeah.
The world hasn't fell apart.
No, and it's also not that important to everybody.
No.
Like, come to find out.
No, some people they still act like it's really important to them. It's really not though.
There's way
It's really not
more
really.
important things going on in the world.
Yeah.
So,
It's not that important. No.
boy, Trump had we talked about it some last week. He's had a hitter of the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's gotten some things done.
Did you see him ambush the president of South Africa?
I did.
It was an ambush.
I
Did you hear
did.
them say it was an ambush?
I did not hear
They
the
said
ambush.
it 1 million times that it was
Really?
an ambush.
Really?
That he ambushed him, just like Zelensky. They ambushed him. They ambushed him. They ambushed him. He didn't ambush him.
He's
like
lying.
you watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't ambush. He asked him about potential genocide of white farmers and Dutch, basically what they call the not the poor, the Boer. So they call
BOER.
Yeah, it sounded like poor when he said it. They said kill the white farmers, kill the farmers, kill the Boer. It sounds like poor. But that's what they refer to as like the Dutch settlers that came through there. And then so Trump asked him about it, and he goes, "Well, you need to." He basically essentially said he needed to get his information, better information, or listen more, or something like that. And said no, there's nothing like that going on. And then Trump lowers the lights. It's like, well, we have a
video.
whole breakdown of it right here, on this big
yeah.
screen. And then Yeah, he breaks it down for him. Yeah, like mass graves and giant stadium rallies calling for the death of like all the farmers and all the white farmers and the Dutch and all this. And he's like, oh, where is that? I need to find out where that is. I need to find out where that is.
Research.
Or those aren't his political party. And then they show him like,
with
that's his
shaking
party.
hand.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck, man? That wasn't an ambush. Also,
and here
even if he did ambush him,
he doesn't. Didn't he deserve it?
like,
Didn't he deserve to be ambushed?
Yeah, like who fucking cares if he did?
Shouldn't we call out stuff like this?
Wouldn't the genocide that's going down be a little more important?
Be a little bit of a big deal.
I think that would take precedent over whether they ambushed him or just said he was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, let's talk about the genocide.
Like, what if he was just like, "Hey, asshole," like,
and back to the genocide.
back to the old, like, okay, yes,
back it up to the genocide?
that was rude. What about the genocide?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sorry about the
I shouldn't have came across so strongly.
about the genocide.
But getting back to the genocide, can we talk about that again?
Can we refer
Respectfully,
respectfully?
respectfully, can we talk?
There
about
is
the
a whole genocide going on. Mass
it's a thing?
graves. Yeah,
It's a thing.
yeah.
Like my shirt.
Stay strapped or get clapped. Said poo. That's dope. I like the shit out of that.
Stay strapped or get clapped. Yep.
Did he send a selfie? Did he send the selfie? Let me see the selfie. Is he getting a pedicure? I told you he was a fag. Oh, wait. Not like that. Are you alone? What the fuck, dude? You can't ask him if he's alone after he sends you his feet.
Yeah, I can.
You alone?
You by yourself. Have you seen the?
Why don't you ask him what he's wearing?
Pasties. Have you seen that? There's a new a little TikTok thing that's going around where guys call their friends and tell them good night. Record it.
No, I haven't seen that.
Good night, I love you.
Oh my god!
It's like, and one of them was
you have to stop.
One of them was an NFL player. He played for the Redskins, and he's recording. He's like, it was the Jalen whatever, the quarterback, and he's like, hey bro, what are you doing? And he's like, not man, just playing the game. All right, what are you doing? I'm just getting ready to go to bed. Getting ready to go lay down, get some sleep. All right, man, good night. I love you. And he said, wait, what?
Fuck.
He said, bro, you all right? You good? what are you calling me like this for? Why are you saying that? What
Playing games.
We okay? We good? And it's a bunch of that. The dudes, it's so funny.
Ugh.
It's so funny. Yeah, look, if our horseshoe group did that, we'd think nothing of it.
Maybe, yeah. It still would fuck with me, though. It was right before I go to bed.
Yeah, right at night.
Like, y'all have to
Hey,
stop.
man. Hey,
Y'all have to stop. No.
Kyle, what are you doing? I'm getting ready to lay down, bro. Just showered.
Yeah, I figure you would be.
Yeah, okay. All
I
right.
go to bed, Mark.
I'm getting ready to go to bed. All right.
I'm already asleep.
Good night.
All right.
I love you. Good night. Just want to call and say good night.
I love you too, buddy. Okay? Good night. Right.
That would make me feel good sometimes. That would be a nice thing.
We just start hitting it in the group chat.
Yeah. Good morning and good night.
Good night, guys.
Good
I love
night.
you.
There was a study actually done, Kyle, just recently, that just something as simple as texting someone good morning would change their entire outlook of the day. Nothing else, just good morning. It changes their entire outlook of the day, and they're much more positive from it. So maybe there's something to it.
Tell them to send a picture of the Asian woman.
Yeah, send a picture of her.
As she wraps towels on his feet. Next time she's down there, snap a picture. Send pic, Asian woman.
Jeff apparently is getting a pedicure right now, is what he's saying, which is odd because
He's probably in Carrollton getting a pedicure.
because he said he had a quote last minute opportunity to go out of town. OTTA outa, not even out of town. OTTA.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, what? Come on.
Who you been texting with?
It's metaphorically
He
gay.
picked that up
yeah,
somewhere. He
someone.
didn't have that.
Yeah, what millennial are you texting right now, Jeff, on a regular basis that is using outa as instead of out of? Like,
It's gonna start. Yeah, doing all kinds
who
of.
in their 30s
If
is
you know,
saying,
you know. It'll be stuff like that.
IFKYN, YN, that it's all abbreviated. He'll start saying bet in
Bet.
bet.
For real. FR.
Yeah, FR,
JK.
Riz, like Riz.
I do use
Riz
JK. I use JK.
Yeah, I do LOL
IDK.
and
Yeah,
JK and just I do those, but I don't know that I've ever done outa. I'm going out of town. OT dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That doesn't look like an Asian woman.
I don't believe Jeff right now.
Oh shit, it is an Asian woman.
It is. It is. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him if he's gonna get a hand job.
All right, we need to tap out.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
All right, I'm gonna tap out to. Actually, you go ahead.
I'm going to tap out to the one more last little bit of news for you guys. North Korea launched a new. Oh God, I got a work call. North Korea launched a new warship that just immediately sunk while Kim Fatty III watched. Hello.
Well, we're gonna be real quick.
Good man. What's up?
The rev real quick, and I'm gonna tap out.
No, all good.
I'm gonna tap out to. Let's see here. What am I gonna tap out to, people? So many things in the world, so many things to overcome. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna tap out to have a good village, have good guys around you, and keep plugging away out there, people. Yeah. Happy Memorial Day. We didn't do that on the first one, but in memory of all those that gave it all, and then
Okay, good deal.
yeah.
All right, we'll get credit for it online.
You have a great week here at the CRJ.